Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. So today's reading is going to be about the full moon that's happening in the sign of Aries and which is happening on the 9th of October 2022. So in this reading we'll be looking into the overall energy that we can encounter during this full moon time, and we'll also look into the cards and see what sort of guidance messages that we get and what sort of energies we can uh, go through during this time. And my intention here is to give you a heads up about the energy so that it's easier for you to navigate through this time. Because these cycles, the new moon and full moon, can sometimes become very, very emotional for some, and it could be a little difficult and intense for us to navigate through it. So, that being said, as this is happening in the sign of Aries, so with Aries, we can relate the words like courage, determination, a lot of positive forward movement, a lot of leadership, management. So these are the qualities that we associate with Aries. So as you can see in this card also, it's mentioned a fiery climax approaches. So during this full moon, whatever intentions that you had set in the last new moon, or whatever intentions that you have that you want to manifest, there's going to be a lot of energy influx into those intentions of yours. There's a lot of positive energy that's going to come into it, and you'll be seeing a lot of manifestations happening in your life. The things that you have always wanted to achieve, you'll be seeing a lot of things coming true for you during this full moon time. Also, in general, full moon is a time where you release anything that doesn't help you or is not resonating with you. So, the negative part of Aries is you can sometimes be very blunt. Aries people are very straightforward, very clear on their path, what they want to do, but that can sometimes affect others and can sometimes come in a very, very wrong way. So just make sure that you are not stepping over some things, and make sure that whatever you are saying is not very blunt and is not affecting others. So be careful of your words and how you communicate with others. That's one that I have got for this full moon. And also, Aries being a fire sign, very, very fiery and passionate sign, there might be some problems with the temper. So you might lose your temper with small things, or you might get that rage, and you might shout, and you might feel that anger burning within you. So it's a time where you need to calm your emotions, and yeah, just see that everything is smooth for you and you're not over presenting yourself or overly expressing yourself. So keep that restraint. And with regards to the material world, you're going to get a lot of abundance, because Aries are a very, very strong sign which just looks into the goals and focuses a lot into the goals and keeps moving forward. So, that being said, now we'll jump into the cards, and we'll see what other messages, and we'll see some energy oracle cards and see what sort of other energies we can encounter, and then we'll take some tarot cards to see any other messages, and we'll take one guidance message, and we'll see the overall picture. Let me put this aside. Okay, so I'm going to pull three cards from this energy oracle deck, and we'll see. The first card is envy. Okay. Okay. We have card number 33, door to romance. And one more. We have card number 21, strategy. And here, if you see, there's two words, I think. I hope you can see it. Journey, journal, and joy. Oh, sorry, journal and log. Okay, so what I'm getting from these cards is there might be a few people who would be envious of you during this time because of maybe your progress. There might be some negative energy around you for a few of you, I feel. There might be some evil eyes around you. So, the message I'm getting here is during this full moon, try to protect your energies. Try to see that you are thoroughly grounded and protected. if you are into spiritual stuff. If not, just take care that you're not oversharing your emotions. And as I was also saying earlier in the general theme, that don't overshare yourself, don't overshare the details, don't give out your ideas unless and until they have manifested. So I'm also hearing for some of you, since there would be a lot of manifestations and abundance coming your way during this time, there would be some people who would be envious of you. And if that's the case, just make sure that you are taking care of that negative energy and you are just staying in your own vibrations of happiness and joy. For this card, the door to romance, for many of you, there would be a lot of romance coming in your way. There would be a lot of relationships would come become harmonious. It's not just your romantic relationships, but other relationships and the way you connect with other people. There would be a lot of harmony coming in there. And I see a lot of red, so it's all about your root chakra as well. So a lot of things would be grounded for you during this time with regards to romance. So there might be some proposals or commitments coming your way as well for a few of you. And also I'm hearing for some of you, if you have a particular person in mind, then they are going to open their hearts to you and show their emotional side to you. So that's specific message for some of you. I'm not sure who that is meant for, but that is for someone. And the last card being strategy, if you can see there's a feather in here, which for me represents being the presence of angels. And also I see there is some sort of guidance that's there. So you are going to get a lot of guidance from your angels during this time. So be open to receiving those guidance. Meditate a little more during this time. On the full moon day, just sit with that energy. Just light a candle, sit with your own self. Actually, I would say connect with your inner self, connect with your angels, and see what sort of guidance you're getting. And as I mentioned, there is a word called journal in here. So for many of you, I'm hearing writing down your emotions, thoughts is going to give you a lot of insights into your next steps on how to move forward in the journey that we are all in, this human life experience that we are having right now. It will be a lot of help if you start journaling during this time. Okay, I'm also hearing that some of you might feel quite over emotional and everything would seem a little exaggerated during this time. And pouring that down in your journal and then burning it up is also going to help you. So that's the advice for some of you. Now let's pull some tarot cards to see more information regarding this full moon. So we have the Empress, we have Eight of Cups, and we have the Eight of Wands. Okay. So as I was telling you, the Empress for me means a lot of productivity, a lot of new ideas coming into picture. As you can see, the world is there in a womb. So it's about giving birth. It's not about always about children or a childbirth. It can also be about ideas. It could be about new projects that you want to give birth or to work upon in generic terms. The Empress is very, very connected to her intuition. You can see a moon being here. So what I'm getting from this is you'll be very connected to your intuitions. You would be having a lot of ideas in your mind which you would want to work upon. And the Eight of Cups here suggests me that you'll be walking away from things that are not serving you, and you would be walking towards your own happiness. So if you have identified few areas of your life where you think the things are not working properly for you, then during this full moon, it would be best to release them. You can write them down that I release something to the universe, and at the end of the day you can just burn it up and throw it safely and release it to the universe so that it goes away from your vibrations. So that when you release things which are not resonating with you anymore, or which is you feel is taking a lot of place in your life, then you will be opening space for other good things to come into your life, which you are always meant to do or which you always wanted to do. New ideas, new projects, new places, new locations, everything will come into place if you walk away from things which are not serving you. So that is the guidance here. And the Eight of Wands being here, there would be sudden changes that's going to happen during this time. I wanted to mention that even astrologically, there were a lot of planets that were in retrograde from last few months. So things were coming up for us to heal. The times was a little bit difficult. The energies were a little intense, but now slowly a few of the planets have already moved forward, and the others will also join them soon. So going forward, things are going to become a little more easier. These changes which is coming your way will come very suddenly. There would be a lot of, this also means that there would be a lot of communication coming in, which we were also talking about when we were talking about this particular card about the door to romance. So there would be a lot of communication coming in, there would be a lot of harmony coming in during this time, but all you have to do is release things which are not serving you. So that's the other messages that we got. Now we'll take one advice card from this Sacred Traveler card and see what other guidance the angels and the higher realms, the spirits, want to give us. So the card that we got is Overcoming Obstacles. It says you can overcome anything. So there's a bird here. For me, bird again represents a lot of communication, and there is a path which is moving towards the mountain, which also represents a symbol of growth, ascension, and moving forward. So you can overcome any obstacles that you have and you can move forward. I'm going to read this quickly from the book and see what other messages we have here. It says there may be a blockage in your life. However, you absolutely have all the inner resources you need, not just to overcome the difficulty, but also to thrive as a result. So, as I was telling, you are very much connected to your intuition and your angels are supporting you. So, just sit with your inner self. You have all the resources to move forward in life. So, it says no matter what the obstacle is, you are amazing your inner strength to step beyond it. If there is a dream that you desire that has eluded you, I'm so sorry. Know that you have all the inner skills to move beyond any blockages preventing you from achieving this goal. Use any obstacle as a stepping stone to great achievements and success in your life. So, whenever we face a challenge or there is some obstacle, we can always learn from that. It's just a lesson that we are learning. And taking that as a guidance, we can always move forward. So, if you feel stuck at some point, is what I'm hearing. If you feel stuck at some point, then there are other paths that you can take. You will have other ideas that you can implement, and that would bring a lot of growth and happiness also into your life. So, that is the messages that I have got for this particular full moon. I hope it will resonate with you. It will give you a positive support to navigate through this time. I would love to hear from you, so please put down in comments if it resonated. And thank you for watching. Thank you for all the likes and subscribe. Really, really grateful. And I'm gonna see you soon in another reading. Bye bye.